Hey guys, it's February 9th, 2021. Let's take a look at CleanSpark post market. It's roughly 10 p.m. Eastern, so we'll be on market close, post market close. So CleanSpark today had quite a bit of a sell off, starting around 12:30 this afternoon. It had a good run up from this morning and did quite a sell off. I am not convinced that the sell-off is done yet. Even with this bounce, I'm thinking that it may come back down to here and then hopefully continue to go up from there. Um, that will bounce at the basically $33. If we're lucky, we'll get some volume and continue to bounce off of the MA50 in the 1 hour scale. But I am a little pessimistic on it going all the way down here and then hopefully doing a reversal from there. Um, so CleanSpark basically had a lot of news today, um, which I'm surprised that there was a sell off in it. Maybe it was just is not as hopeful as what some people might have expected it to be, but I think these are really good news. So one of them is the fact that they are being able to do basically a higher petahash of Bitcoin mining. So another part of CleanSpark's business is they actually perform Bitcoin mining. They do it beautifully in a way that I believe it's total utility to where they are producing they are able to produce the electricity cleanly to where it's like a net zero um, emissions. So I don't quote me on that, but I know there's something special in it to where it's a big, it's a, it's not a energy intensive for them to where they're not paying large amounts of money for the electricity. I think it's to the manner of where they're not paying for the electricity. I think either through solar or that kind of nature. But the point is that so those who are not familiar with Bitcoining, basically Bitcoining mining, you're performing high computations in order to get what they call a hash, and that is what's used to uh, indicate the answer to a problem for the transaction, and then the proof of work needs to accompany it for it to be awarded to that computational unit, right? So what they're doing is they're increasing their computational power, and they're it's indicating that they're actually going to achieve more computational power than originally projected. Okay, so that should be in my book. That's a pretty pretty good news catalyst. And even like now, the original thought was is 65% an increase in capacity, and so they're thinking that it may be maybe even a little maybe higher than that. Okay, so that's one good news that came out. So I'm surprised with the sell off that happened. Um, so this is the another one for the mining capacity. Take a look at that in a minute. So the other one is that with the news about Tesla acquiring, I believe, 1.5 or 1.2 billion in Bitcoin, those transactions have to had to occur. So that puts a lot more work on the Bitcoin network, in which, as previously said, CleanSpark is in that arena. So that would help them also. Um, so this is the beyond their initial projections, and because now they're able to mine more because of the increased volume in Bitcoin. They're that will increase their bottom line as far as Bitcoin mining in terms of capital gained. Um, so that's pretty much it on the news side. But chart wise, yes, I think there is going to be, I think, a little more downside unless we get a some volume pre market and to help us push back up. Okay, so looking at this in trading view, this is I wanted to go here because there's no clean view I could provide in Weeble. But this is the daily time frame. So we're looking at, there is a lot of chop up here, right? Because once it goes from here to here, there was a lot of bag holders before that hit piece by Culper came out. So we're going to experience a lot of chop here going up and down, up and down. So I think, for me, um, I probably will close my position when there's a decent upside amount, and then probably rebuy back in when it comes back down, because I'm expecting some kind of chop that's going to be occurring here for a couple days. But also we might be able to push up. That could also happen, and then maybe come back down, which will set us up for a pattern for a cup and handle. So those are things maybe you want to keep in mind. Maybe brush up on how it would appear. Because you have some time to possibly see this thing occur. So I wanted to put that out there that those are some of the possibilities that may occur. We just have to see what happens in the morning of what direction it's gonna go in the next couple of days to see if there's a larger pattern forming. All right, guys. Other than that, that's pretty much it on CleanSpark. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I mean, we've had a great run up for the last couple of days, and I know some of you guys did get stuck up at the top. So hopefully maybe you consider us getting back there and then actually going past it, because it seems like there's a lot going for CleanSpark. They had the whole Bitcoin mining portion of their business. They had the software for the grid stuff and the hardware for the grid stuff. And I'm not really sure what else they do, but at the same time, they're an ESG company. So there's a lot of focus on them with the Biden administration. There's that 1.5 billion proposal to increase investment in that sector. So I believe overall, the overall direction is very positive for this company. So I'm a strong believer in it. But these are this is what I would do as my plays. So again, remember, I'm not a professional financial advisor, trader, or anything. These are just my thoughts and how I would handle this, how I trade this. All right, guys. Well, hopefully that helped you, and happy trading.